Hello, this is Dr. Linda Martinez-Louis. I want to speak with you about narcissistic parental alienation, crimes of the heart and psyche. I hear from mothers and fathers of children who have been alienated by a narcissistic parent. The psychological and emotional damage perpetrated by the narcissist is overwhelming, gut-wrenching, and unbearable. These mothers and fathers simply do not know what to do about this terrible series of events where they truly believe that the narcissist has taken over their children. In many cases, the narcissistic parent has been planning and plotting these acts for a long period of time. Narcissists think of other individuals with whom they identify as their possessions. And so what could be better for them than to fuse with their children in a narcissistic way and view them as an extension of their egos that always require inflation. Children are valuable narcissistic supplies to the narcissistic personality and the narcissistic parent, especially if these children are attractive, they have certain creative gifts, they have a ready affability and friendliness. All of these attributes the narcissistic parent knows will make them look very, very good. They do not want to give up also their deluded identities as a good mother or father. They truly believe they are an excellent parent, and the issue is with the other parent, the mother or the father, whom they have demonized. The narcissistic perpetrator of these crimes of the heart spreads ugly rumors about the victim partner's reputation and character. Mountains of lies are spread throughout the social and at times professional network of this parent victim. In some cases, this parent is almost completely isolated from his or her social and at times even business contacts and friends. I do find, though, that usually the victimized parent can find several friends who will be a great source of support to them throughout this ordeal. And fortunately, some of them do have family members who remain very supportive throughout this entire process. Now, during the divorce, the phases that occur during the divorce, the narcissist steps up his game and plays the ultimate hardball with the most aggressive, narcissistic, ruthless attorneys who plan to win at all cost. And this podcast refers to both male and female narcissistic personalities. What you need to do if you're in this situation with a narcissistic spouse and a parent who's making every effort to alienate your children from you is to create a specific plan that you will follow. First of all, you need to come to terms with what is going on with this non-marriage and with this non-parent who happens to have been your spouse. So you have to be realistic about this and come to terms with it, understanding in depth the nature of the narcissistic personality. The other factor here in your plan is to have excellent support, a legal team, possibly counseling, good friends, family members whom you can trust. This is extremely important, for example, if you are meeting, exchanging the children back and forth between your ex-spouse and yourself. It may be a good idea to have another person whom you trust present when you make the exchange with the children, so that the narcissistic party cannot make up a bunch of lies about you that simply aren't true. Another important factor here is to keep excellent records of everything that is happening, so that even by date and time and event, so that you don't have to try to recall what happened or what didn't happen when you are being accused of something that is an absolute lie. Be sure to choose an excellent attorney. I find that many of my clients are not able to do this for various reasons, and they come up with an attorney that is much too weak, does not have the knowledge that's necessary, does not understand the nature of the narcissist at all, and may even think that they're capable of mediating or negotiating. Narcissistic personalities do not negotiate. They absolutely do not. They will not and do not. They may say that they will cooperate, but they never do. So when they're on this narcissistic parental alienation track, they're not going to negotiate or give in any way, shape, or form. They also lie all the time. So you want to take that into full account. Try to remain as grounded as you can and be good to yourself during this very tough time. And that's where the self-care comes in each day. Getting the sleep that you need, and sometimes that is very challenging under these circumstances. Rest whenever you can, excellent nutrition, good hydration, and then practices that help you to be calmer, to be grounded, like forms of exercise that you like to do. That's very helpful. And what could be called spiritual practices, and however you define those, forms of mindfulness, meditation, being in nature, listening to really beautiful music, taking time to do unedited writing. This can be very healing to get a lot of your feelings and thoughts out. And then a lot of self-compassion here is very important. It's not your fault that this happened. You happen to have been married to someone who is a pernicious narcissistic personality. You had no idea that this was going to happen. You are doing your very best to get through this extremely difficult and painful ordeal. So give yourself a lot of credit for this. Be sure to rely on your support system. That's extremely important, because you'll be getting very good feedback from them and a sense that you're not isolated. And know that the narcissistic personality is highly deluded. They do not live in a true reality. They live in a reality of their own making. You know the truth about this person, and you also know the truth about yourself. Hold on to your own truth always, and you will get through this. I know that you can, and you will. And seek the help of others, possibly support groups where there are other individuals who have been through this process and understand it. But choose wisely. Choose your attorney, a therapist if you decide to go to therapy or counseling, wisely. Use excellent judgment and your intuition at all times. And again, pay close attention to your own needs for comfort, solace, understanding, empathy. As you move forward along this road of the true, authentic self and kindness towards your own self at all times.